Who turned that? Who turned that back on? We haven't switched this on for years. Hi, I'm Tom from Victory Post Gaming. I've been a little busy, if you couldn't tell. Let me clean things up real quick. This also doesn't even have a cartridge in. Look, there's not even any batteries in this thing. How's going on? Hello. Seems we've cleaned up a little bit this time now. Let's start this as we normally do, the actual correct way. Hello, I'm Tom from Victory Post Gaming. You might remember me with such videos as, put these boxer shorts on, and there you go, your outfit's complete, you're just like Mario in the game. Or even, so ultimately, which one of these is better? Well, that one. That one actually works, this one doesn't. But probably not, because they don't get a lot of views, and that's not really the whole point why we do these. Anyway, it's been almost, let's have a look, see when's the date. 19th of January 2018, oh my, it's been over 2 years since I've done one of these videos. Done some other things, but I thought I would probably just explain, just before we get into the juicy actual topic of today's video, what I've been up to in those 2 years. A lot has gone on, there's been a lot of crap happen, but there's been a lot of good things happen. And then there's also what's going on in the world at the moment, which pretty much sucks for everyone. First things first, I got in a car accident. It wasn't fun. Check this out. You know. So yeah, that was pretty brutal. As you can see from the photographs, completely carried my car. Had 6 months of physiotherapy just to get my legs working again. That was great. Had to take time off work, and then after about a year and a half, roughly about that long, finally had some psychotherapy to deal with all the anxiety and depression that the doctors were saying I was having. I didn't really feel like I had any of that, to be honest. I just cracked on, but they were telling me in it. So it's almost been probably about 2 years since that crash as well, because that was absolutely brilliant. Not long after that crash, I changed jobs as well, so I almost lost my job because of that. That was great. And then things slowly sort of picked up from them. Managed to go to Japan. That was pretty awesome. Been meaning to go there for about 20 odd years, so that was pretty bitchin'. Decided to propose to my long-term girlfriend of 5 years in the only place that really it should be done, in front of a giant Gundam statue in Japan as well. Came back over here, started making wedding plans, continued on with work, and then there's been a slight virus outbreak, which I don't know if any of you have heard or seen anything about it. It's pretty quiet at the moment, and was meant to be getting married in about 3 weeks, and that's not happening no more. So we're not now getting married for about another 6 or 7 months if we're lucky. But that's where I've been, and that's what I've been up to. And it's been, in all honesty, pretty But there's been a few things that's kept me going in between all this crap. And one of the 2 things that have been keeping me going, other than my beautiful fiance, is computer games, because we all know we can't be angry at computer games. And if you can be, you're doing it wrong. Recently, I decided what better game to play than Battle Royales, because it seems to be all the rage at the moment. You've got the kids playing Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty's even thrown their hat into it, and I'm sure as hell not downloading 100 and something gigs worth of Call of Duty to play it for 5 minutes on my 20 meg Wi-Fi internet connection, because I would die quicker than I normally would do. I would probably not even load into a map. Instead, I've been trying to play a better game, probably the best Battle Royale that I've actually ever come across, and I mean that completely sincerely. I'm usually pretty sarcastic, but this time I'm not. The actual game I'm talking about today is Tetris 99, and this is frigging genius. I'll go into it in a little more detail, but first, let's figure out the history of Tetris, because I'm sure none of you actually know what Tetris is. Tetris is a video game. Okay, yeah, we just go on Wikipedia, anywhere. I don't need to tell you what Tetris is. It's older than me. Is it older than me? Wait a minute, I will actually have to look this up. 2 secs. Tetris is a tile-matching puzzle video game originally designed and programmed by Soviet-Russian software engineer Alexei Pajitnov. The first playable version was completed on June 6, 1984, while he was working for the
Computing Center
of the Academy of Sciences of the Soviet Union in Moscow. He derived its name from combining all you gotta do is read. He derived its name from combining the Greek numerical prefix tetra, the falling pieces containing 4 segments, and tennis, Pajitnov's favourite sport. The name is also used in-game to refer to where a player lines up 4 lines that are cleared at once. Turns out it's older than me. So it's been going for absolute years, and the one that most people play is Tetris on not the Virtual Boy, no, dear God, why do I even have that in my collection? No, the one that most people play is either the NES version or the Game Boy version. Yes, I do actually have a Japanese version. Should learn by now that I generally have 2 of everything. Why? Anyway. It's been going for years, and recently you've had Tetris on the PS4. I honestly can't think what the hell it's called. Evolution? No. What is it? Tetris Effect? Hang on, 2 secs. Lately there's actually been 2 new versions of Tetris come out. One is Tetris Effect for the VR, which yes, I've still actually got one of these goddamn things, and no, I don't use it. I want to. VR chat, that's about it on Steam, but trying to set it anyway. And the other game that everyone seems to be playing is Tetris 99. Now, this is pretty genius. My only gripe with this is primarily the fact that I don't have Nintendo Online or whatever the service is. And so I had to buy it because I wanted to play Mario Maker 2 levels, and you can't use them without the online service. So the fact that I actually got it free with this was pretty bitchy, but at the same time, I was almost like I would have just paid for this had I known it was this good. And what do I mean by good? Let me show you. Now you may just be thinking, Tom, it's just Tetris with 99 other people. And I'd be like, no, because that mathematically wouldn't be right. If it was you and 99 other people, it would be Tetris 100. Do your maths.
The numbers don't lie!
But yes, it is you versus 98 other people technically. But that's what makes it so good. How good are you really at Tetris? Like me, you've probably played it for absolutely years. But there was always that one point in other games where you finally went online and realised that your skills are nowhere near the level of everyone else in the world. For me, that game was Street Fighter, thinking that I was the absolute dog's bollocks for the whole of my life, until I finally went online and got thoroughly destroyed. And it's been like that ever since that day, to be honest. Tetris, on the other hand, I can actually hold my own. I mean, look at this. I've only played, 35, 36 games? I'm not looking at the screen while I'm saying this, but I know I have a win on the screen, and that's what counts. Some people I've seen on Reddit have only just got their first win after hundreds of games, so surely I must be doing something good. And that's why I think this game is brilliant, because I actually have a fighting chance in it for a change. But can we get another win while we try and do the video? Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first bought this, I didn't think it would be anything other than just playing against, people. I didn't realise there'd be other modes. So considering that you've got the Tetris 99 mode, which is just you versus everyone, the Tetris 99 Invictus, which is if you've ever won a game, it means you get to play other people who have won a game as well. So that's usually grayed out. As you can see, I've got it unlocked because I'm the best. Team Battle, which I don't remember seeing on here a couple months ago when the last time I played this. 2P Share Battle, Local Arena, CPU Battle and Marathon. The others are completely greyed out, as you can see as well, because I haven't paid for them because they're not free. They come as a bundle for £8.99 or £8.99 sterling. Transfer that into whatever currency you want. I'm not doing that for you. It's not a bad deal, and to be honest, that's a pretty good price. If I didn't already have to pay for Nintendo Online to get this. Anyway, let's just jump into a game of Tetris 99 and see how we fare. It uses the more modern rule set of Tetris. You can hold pieces, spin, drop it straight down if you want. You can even move it around, which, to be honest, you can't really do in original Tetris. If you try and do that on the NES version, pretty much the moment the piece hits the bottom, it's going to lock in. So at least on this one, you do have a bit of wiggle room, no pun intended. And as you can see, I've been thoroughly ruined. And again, and again, and again. And to be honest, I don't mind losing in this game. It's not like losing in, say, something like Apex Legends, where I'll get an amazing set of guns and we'll be playing like absolute gods until the end of the match, just to get sniped by someone or my crappy internet connection completely ruining me, which is the excuse that everyone who's crap at video games or just generally at first-person shooters will use. And they are right, because it does affect you. But at least in this, I feel like I'm making some progress. It doesn't feel like it's really ever my fault, apart from that one game where I was this close to winning and it decided to lag the f*** out for no apparent stupid f***ing reason. But I'm not bitter, and that's what matters. We learn from these mistakes. Even if the game cheats. So for the main mode, it's actually pretty fun. You can target different people, make sure that people that are trying to attack you are going to get absolutely destroyed when they try and send you garbage. You can target people who are killing everyone else, or you can just try and target people that are that close to dying. You do have a bit of flexibility. I often do find that I don't really care what I'm doing because I need to be focusing on what's going on with my side of the screen. It takes a lot of effort to try and actually look, especially when you're playing in handheld mode. The actual rest of the players, I just let the computer sort it out for me just by flicking the stick randomly. The best thing to do is actually have a load of people trying to attack you. The more people that are attacking you at the time, and the more amount of lines you get rid of, singles usually are the best idea, it sends way more garbage, which again, this game, without having a tutorial, does not explain these things. A little bit of an annoyance, but once you go on places like Reddit or watch just other streamers play, you tend to figure out better strategies, and that helps to improve your own gameplay. To also help you learn as well, there's daily missions. Usually there's only 2, and if you pay for all the extras in the game, you get another 2 that are unlocked, pretty much because they only work with CPU or marathon battles. With this you get tickets. Tickets you can use to buy other skins for the game. I'm personally saving up for the OG Game Boy one at the moment, though I very much do want the Zelda and Mario ones. Then you have Team Battle. Team Battle, I honestly don't remember being there as I said before, but I've really enjoyed playing it since, because as the name suggests, and surprisingly, you're not just playing by yourself. Now this can turn into one of 2 things. You can either have a team where you are fully dominant and you actually have people who can play the game on your team, or you'll have a team with only 10 people on and you'll lose quicker than, oh, I don't know, Tottenham? What's a football team these days that's crap? You get to pick between 1 of 4 teams, and if you pick any other team other than Lightning Boys, and yes, I do think that their best name is called the Lightning Boys, you are doing it wrong. Other than that, it works like another game of Tetris 99. You can target any one of the other 3 teams, or you can just choose anyone that's trying to attack you. You get more experience based on where you place in a team, and you can send likes to other people when you die or spectate them, which you can't actually do in a regular mode. And to be honest, that's about it. I mean, again, you get this game free for getting your Nintendo Online subscription service, which considering you get the NES games, NES games, whatever you want to call it, comment down below if I'm wrong, I don't care. SNES games, I'm saying that one right. You get a crap ton for it anyway, which, considering I've just cancelled my PlayStation Plus subscription, which I've had since they launched it back on the PlayStation 3 because they gave me games like The Sims, I mean, what is that? Why do I want to play that on a PC, let alone a goddamn console? For the price of getting it online so I can get all my Mario Maker 2 levels as well as playing Tetris, I think it's an actually pretty good deal. But I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanna see what the grey boxed out ones are like, and that means spending some money. And that sounds like such an easy thing to do, but passwords, I hate passwords. Give me a sec.
Several months later.
Right then, 10 hours later, when I finally remembered which password out of the 14 bajillion versions there are, we've now managed to download the extras as well. So you can do CPU battles, which is, as the name implies, exactly like Tetris 99 but with only computer players. You will sometimes notice when you're playing Tetris 99 anyway, just the regular mode, that there is computer characters and they are cheaper than hell. That doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to stick with it. You can choose between their normal levels, you can start with more KO badges, or you can just be a bitch like me and start at the lowest level to get the achievement for the day and 1 player icon, which is the best way to play in all honesty. Other than that, you also have the marathon mode, or commonly referred to as Tetris. You can choose again between playing just to 150 lines, or you can go all the way up to 999 lines, and no, I will not be doing that anytime soon. Just no. Maybe on stream, but again, no. I genuinely think, I honestly think this is one of the best battle royale games out there. I mean, who doesn't know how to play Tetris? Everyone plays Tetris. It's on everything. You find me something that it isn't. It's like the Doom of Tetris. I mean, yeah, Doom's on everything these days. Whether you're placing down in 98th or 97th, again I'm not looking at the video, or whether you're placing all the way up at number 1, which I'm not in this video because the game screwed me over and only gave me a second place because it lagged out on the last second and decided to drop a load of blocks on me, even though in the bottom screen I'm pretty sure it's saying that I'm number 1. So that's Tetris 99. Can I recommend it? Yes. Yes I can. I mean, what else needs to be said? I would try and see if you can get like a cheap Nintendo subscription. I've seen them online for about $14.99, somewhere around about that price, and to be honest, just a regular price on Nintendo Online anyway is pretty cheap. It's just one of those games where I think you can't really ever get bored of it. Everyone knows how to play it and everyone loves it. You find me someone who doesn't love it. Actually, if you do find someone, put their name in the comments below. I'll send them an email and tell them why they're wrong. Because they are, which is great. But yeah, I'd say buy it. I mean, it's like any other Battle Royale game. The only difference with these ones is that it's either a match is going to last about 5 seconds or it's going to last a max of about 7 or 8 minutes. The longest I've seen online people play is about 9 minutes long, and that's only because 2 godlike players went head to head against each other, but everyone else just had to leave. But yeah, I'd say worth the price. Well, this has been fun. I might make some more videos. I bought a crap ton of stuff when I went to Japan, and at the moment, can't do anything. I'm not self-isolating, but with my job scenario, I don't know when we're going back, and that could be tomorrow, or it could be nowhere in the future, so let's see how that pans out. I've got a metric ton of robots to be making. Ooh, called them robots. I know they're gunned down. That actually kills me on the inside a little bit. But I also bought a load of games from Japan. Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Seiken Densetsu 3, just a crap ton of stuff. I can see Shadow Tower down there, and we're not touching that because I'm a wuss. Either which way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, I might play some of these, I might even stream them on my crappy internet connection, which I apologise now for, so it looks like a game from the 1980s, in case you try and stream it. But I've been Tom from Victory Pose Gaming. If you liked the video, like, comment and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, like, comment and subscribe. You'll be doing me a solid, and I'll see you next time. And now I can finally actually play something today, drink some coffee, and get on with my life.